Dooski, it's your boy Farewell, and today I'm here with my reaction video to another episode of Farscape.
Bruh, chill.
Another episode of Stargate SG-1. This one is season 5, episode number 3. The last episode, as you guys could tell from my reaction, I absolutely loved it. It was this Teal'c backstory that really just snuck into the lore and the show's history so perfectly, in my opinion. And it really, what it did, if anything, was give a nice introduction to, you know, Teal'c's lore, his history before meeting SG-1, but as well really justifies Teal'c's just sort of abrupt decision, you know,
no one I believe more than you in this moment,
or whatever, you know, paraphrasing, completely justifies that decision that he made. And I know without, you know, having seen this episode or knowing Teal'c's backstory, it does seem like a pretty abrupt decision. Totally makes sense with that context. And I also thought the way they made it, they sort of managed to make it, I cut this at the end of my last review, but it was almost like a clip episode, but like just barely. It was really in its own thing. That being said, season 5 is
straight bangers,
and I'm excited to continue on. So as always, if you enjoyed this video, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. Yikes. What do we got today? A chevron? Oh no. What do we got here? We're in some ruins.
Well, that's assuming the inhabitants were foreign to the planet.
This is another obelisk obelisk
I can probably date its
situation?
construction. All of it. How long?
Give or take.
No, sir, but the technology's very advanced.
So what?
That's fun.
2 hours? Don't turn it on.
Watch out for the lights. Oh, we've dealt with that. We know what those crystals are. Is it a spirit? A ghost? Or is this another dimension?
Hey Sam, are you done with that camera yet?
Oh, she's gone. Oh, no, she's down. Sam has been compromised. So this planet, there was some sort of battle, and now there's this being that is knocking people out. Let's see what's popping. I left my water in the kitchen, so I have nothing to cheers with, but hey. Oh yeah, Chris knocked it out the park last episode. So good. Ascension.
I suppose it's possible I touched something inside the debug.
transferred out of your body into a computer and then back again, and that is just for starters.
Yeah.
Eventually, it
pretty
has
rough.
to take its toll.
A deep space observatory, for all I know.
Or a big honkin' space gun, sir.
Most likely the Gould would have taken that.
Will be leading SG-16 during its long-term analysis of the planet.
Yeah, SG-16 is staying put.
16 is on the case.
Request permission to join SG-16's assignment, sir.
Denied. Will be assisting in the translation of the alien language.
Yo, me and Daniel are
until
always
SG-1's
in
next
sync.
mission.
Oh my fucking
Otherwise, you're all
goodness. You
With
push
all
too
due
hard?
respect, I feel fine.
ordering you to take it easy.
Slow ride.
Take it easy.
Fly a kite, knit something.
Don't you like motorbikes? Oh, Marty. Oh, that's a fly car, by the way. That's your whip? Okay, Carter, I see you. It's a fly looking car. You know, yeah, we've never got like a, you know, Sam on her off days. I think this is our first time at her crib.
You have no new messages.
It's like a death dimension or something. Is that what it is? 'Cause it's kind of like, it's giving me like Harry Potter, like Dementor vibes. Oh, it's an X-Files episode today. I wasn't prepared. Fuck. Oh my goodness. Wait, we don't close or lock our doors? Hello?
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, are you from around here?
This kind of reminded me of that Shoes episode from Torchwood. And I can't get over how fly Sam's car is.
Daniel Jackson.
Hey, Daniel, it's me. How did you get in here?
I won't hurt you.
No, I'll hurt you if you come any closer.
Please don't. I read some of your books and watched the television so I could learn how to speak and what to wear.
So you
You've
understand
been
now.
in
this
my
is-
house all night?
Learn
But
how
you
to
couldn't
speak.
see me. I just took this form now so we could relate.
Took this form.
Actually, I used to look this way before my ascension.
Okay, Ascension. I am getting like some sort of otherworld alien to get to like Valhalla or some shit. You know what I mean? Like just to ascend to another dimension, another being. Even when we are on the planet, until when Sam sort of got the white flash, I thought she was gonna disappear, and we were gonna go with sort of like a biblical thing, like Revelations or whatever it is, when everyone just disappears, right? It's called Ascension, so I am getting that sort of a vibe. Let's keep it rolling. It's pretty sick.
I can become invisible in my natural, non-corporeal state. Feelings for you.
Feelings.
Actually, the truth is, love you.
Well, get in line, buddy.
So far, he's only shown himself to me.
Maybe shy.
You know, my parents have so many computer books from the 90s. Like thick books about how to use Windows 98. Completely useless now. I have so many books like that in my basement. It's hilarious, and I'm like, I know they didn't read any of that shit too. So somebody probably just handed it down to them.
They had just discovered their Stargate when what they call the threat from the skies came.
Goulds.
I was there for hundreds of years by myself.
Hundreds.
The first time I saw you,
Look,
please,
will you actually be gone?
A splash of Topher
Okay.
Grace.
What do I do?
So what do you look?
Stand
Not
there.
really, but like just a just a smidge. Looks like him, just like ever so slightly. All right, Sam is about to enter the nether realm.
Sir,
Her third eye is open.
look at this. Before I officially mentioned it again, right?
Probably.
Problem is, once the overload is started, you have no choice but to release the energy or the reactor will explode.
So you better be sure you want the weapon to fire.
You think we should just leave it alone?
Well, let's just say I'd feel a lot better if there was someone left to explain exactly how to use it.
Now he's gonna come panicked.
you're late.
You're like, huh?
What do you mean?
Okay, this is getting extremely creepy now.
There is no us, Orlin. I don't see how there ever could be.
Actually, retake human form, considering this is the way we started.
Oh boy.
Considering this is where it started.
It's Colonel O'Neill. Disappear.
That's what I was trying to tell you. I can't anymore.
Hey guys. What are you doing
The
here?
team rolled up.
We brought pizza and movie. Star Wars. You've seen it, what, 8 times?
9.
9 times. If Teal'c likes it, it's gotta be okay.
You've never seen Star Wars?
You know me and sci-fi.
Well, sir, as much as I
I know Carter's not denying this. This would have been incredible. No.
Carter.
I have read of a place where humans do battle in a ring of jello.
Call Daniel.
Her name was Oma Desala. Well, she could do the same glowy kind of things that you can. And she controlled the forces of nature.
Yeah, you know, actually,
It used to be.
I did notice the similarities between the Omasalata, whatever her name was, the one was holding Daniel's, you know, the oh my god, my brain's farting right now. Sorry guys. The Horsesis. I'm pretty sure that was a reference right there. I did notice that too, but I didn't think anything of it. So glad that was mentioned. So powerful being then, especially if we're talking about spiritual.
Well, she lived on a planet called Keb. You were right to try.
You're wrong.
Oh.
That was a horrible mistake. Shortly after they used the weapon to defend themselves, they started to plan the conquest of other planets using the technology that I gave them. As a collective, they decided it was necessary to prevent a disaster that I was responsible for.
What now?
Yeah. So what's the game plan?
I'm human.
And the Pentagon feels that the risks are worth the reward.
And going through the Stargate is extremely dangerous, and you do that every day.
Oh, could you? I mean, go slow.
General. Well, not exactly, but I think that we need to perform a proper forensic environmental analysis.
And we're going to.
Need I remind you that ultimately, the decision rests with the Pentagon.
Colonel, there's a red phone in my office that only takes calls from one man.
And this is where things start hitting the fan.
Orlin?
It's about that time. That Chaos Emerald?
Is this real?
Uses emerald, right?
It's huge. Orlin, I need to talk to you about something else.
The others will know if the weapon is activated.
You think they'll try to stop us?
I won't be responsible for the demise of another civilization. I never expected you'd be able to replace the power core. I'm sorry. If you haven't turned me in by now, there must be a reason.
I'd feel bad betraying you. That's all.
You like me. I can tell. You like me a lot.
Setting up the Naquita reactor as we speak.
But, sir, you said I would have 2 weeks. It's only been...
9 days.
What deliveries?
100 pounds of pure raw titanium. 200 feet of fiber optic cable.
Damn.
7 100,000-watt. The list goes on. All ordered online from your home computer.
He stole your Amazon. That's kind of
I have no
mod.
idea what you're...
Oh,
Kind of sounds like you're trying to make a bomb or something, dude.
Who's been accepting?
You have been watching me.
Duh.
We have tapes of your conversation with the alien.
But when you're ordering those types of supplies, I mean,
At least
fair.
we
Major Carter was working with the approval of her superior officer. She told me he was there. I authorized her to collect as much information as possible.
Well, maybe you should have maybe you should have her with you. Now that would probably be the best idea.
He's worth more to you alive, right?
Yeah.
You got the place sealed off.
Orlin?
Sam, come on down.
Come on down.
Orlin, what are you doing?
Okay, just a minute.
They want to take you into custody.
I know. That's okay.
Why don't we ask him what he's building? He did not make a fucking Stargate!
I didn't think they'd let me go back.
Get the fuck out of here!
Sort of.
No!
I tapped into the main power.
Oh, the
line.
kitchen supplies are what we should be
Hopefully
worrying
we'll be able to
about,
draw
for
enough
sure.
energy.
This is massive!
I go to Valona and stop your people.
Move in. All teams, all teams. We have a go for
We're coming in.
No way! Dude, no fucking way! This is changing the game. Sam, you're gonna have to go too. Wow. 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 Dude, this is nuts.
Can't do that.
What are we doing? Is a Megazord popping up? Like, what is...
I can't believe how much this hurts.
Just hang on.
Major, we gotta get out of here.
It's the only way that I can save you.
Huh. Random shoes. That was so, wow, that was fucking, that was so odd. And that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1 season number 5, episode number 3. This one is titled Ascension. One of the few times where I finished an episode of Stargate 1 and I'm not entirely sure how I felt about it. I really don't. And that's just me being completely straight up. I'm always, you guys already know, I'm always down for a individual character centric episode here. Of course, this is an ensemble show, right? That's why, you know, sometimes all the dynamics aren't fleshed out, they work together right here. But we just got one with Teal'c and we're following up with the Sam episode here. And the general story here, I thought it was okay. I thought it was an alright story here, sort of leaning on the idea of Carter, you know, working too hard, not having the most things to do outside of work. Then it turning into this sort of like sort of spooky, who is this mysterious man who's popping in and out, this ghost figure, then it turning into, you know, that sort of like a love story almost, somewhat. I thought that I think that was all right here. The things that I liked the most out of this episode here were the implications of them being able to make this gate. I can't tell if this is sort of just going to be like a one-off thing or a one-off episode where we don't really look back to or has any significance, or if this is going to be a major episode. I can't really distinguish it or not. The fact that, you know, this higher being was able to make a gate, I can kind of sort of just say, okay, he was a higher being and he was able to make a one attempt gate. But the fact that we've done that and just the tone around that entire sequence there, everything about that was so dope. I love that, and I think it just opens up, you know, potentially a bunch of different wormholes, pun intended. I also really did enjoy, you know, a relaxed episode in a sense. This wasn't a full-on civvies episode, but, you know, we got to see Carter at home on her downtime a little bit, seeing what she might do. It was also hilarious to see Teal'c and Jack sort of on their off time, you know, catching them on the way to the bathroom, or, you know, just having those more, you know, subtle and smaller scale conversations. It's always great to see that in a show like this, right? Really did enjoy some of those subtleties and the character relations, like frantically checking up on Daniel to see if there's any updates. Daniel's sarcasm here. So I really did enjoy those elements to this episode. I don't know, it's weird. Like as overall, I wasn't like head over heels for this episode, and I didn't really buy into that whole relationship element to it. The fact that it was this sort of higher being connects back to something we've seen previously in the show. I enjoyed some of the smaller moments to this episode, and, you know, that we only really get when we're not at the facility and we're just on our ones. Kind of did enjoy it this episode, but I kind of thought it was okay at the same time. So that was my reaction video to 5x3 called Ascension. Maybe I didn't, maybe I need to, I'm going to say that I thought this was an alright episode with some elements that I really did enjoy, but maybe I might have to think about it a little bit more and I might appreciate it. If you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. But with that being said, I will catch you all in the next one. Love you guys. Peace.